Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into the Financial Investor channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Google Sheets and creating a stock portfolio that you can easily track on your mobile device or through your browser going to your Google Sheets. So in this video we're going to go ahead and do that. So the first thing you're going to do is go to docs.google.com. You must have a Gmail account for this. Next, once you're on the site, you're going to select blank. Now we're going to create some instructions here in a bit, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave a few lines here at the top for instructions on how to use this spreadsheet in the future. Say if we open it up in a couple months, because we're not heavy, we're long-term investors, so we're not going to be tracking it all the time, but we want to have it available so that we can open it up and see what is positive, what is negative. So once I have a little area for my instruction, I'm going to go ahead and begin here. And the first area I'm going to look for is my sectors. So am I doing healthcare? Am I doing technology, utilities? What stock or what sector is my stock in? Next, we're going to get our ticker symbol and our shares. How many shares of the stock do we own? What's the company of that? What's the company name of that stock that I'm holding? What's the original price? Original price per share. What is our current price per share? What was the original cost for all shares? And we'll say, what is the current value of all shares? And we can say, what is our percent change? And what is our dollar amount change? So these are all pretty good ones to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and select them all, highlight. I'm going to put borders around them, and I'm going to go ahead and change the background to a nice light color. Oh, there we go. I'm going to select them all and just tap there in the middle to kind of separate them nicely. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, I'm going to create one more border here that I'm going to be able to drag down. So I'm just going to go to my borders and click it there. So we're going to start off with a technology sector, technology, and my ticker symbol for technology stock is ATVI. Of course, that's Activision Blizzard. We're going to say that we have 10 shares. And our company name, now this is going to be imported from Google Finance automatically. That's why we're using this Google spreadsheet. So we're going to use this special formula that's going to pull in the name of our company in B5. So we're going to go ahead and paste this in there. Now I'm going to have these formulas in the description below, so they don't always load correctly. Sometimes you need to log out, log back into your, oh, there it goes, so it worked. Perfect. So Activision Blizzard is going to be our name. Original price per share. So when you buy a stock, you want to go ahead and type in what your original price per share was, and it's going to generate our original cost for all of our shares based off our shares. So I'm going to go ahead and, as an example, I'm going to say that it costs us $50 for each share of Activision Blizzard. Now our current price per share, I'm going to use another formula from Google. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there as well. I'm going to change the pull price to B5, which is our ticker symbol. So Activision's current price per share is $61.16. So in one share, that would be what? $11.16. So to get our original cost for all of our shares, all we have to do here is say C5 times our original price, so E5. Oh, I didn't do the equals, whoops. So let's go ahead and do the equals. And our original cost for all of our shares was $500. Now our current value for all of our shares, now we can do equals, not forget the equals, and we'll do F5 times C5, and that'll get us the current value of all of our shares. Now to get our current percent change, we're going to go ahead and say equals parentheses, because we've got to do two math problems, so PEMDAS, parentheses before everything else, or yeah, parentheses first. Anyway, so we're going to do our current value, so H5 minus our original value, which is G5, and then we're going to divide that by our original value, which is G5. And this is going to give us a change of 0.22%. So we've actually made money off our original investment. How much money have we made? Let's figure that out. We're going to go ahead and go in here and equals H5 minus G5. So there we go. We have our percent increase and how much of an increase it was. So we went up 0.22% and we gained $111.60. So now that we have all our information in, I'm going to go ahead and change the original price per share, the current price per share, the original cost, the current value, and the change amount to the dollar of currency. And I'm going to change the decimal to percentage, and there we go. That looks nicer. Now we can go ahead and let's go ahead and do some conditional formatting first before we continue. So we want to see if we've gained or lost. That seems really high. We didn't gain 22%. So is my math crazy? We have our H5 minus our original G5, and then we're dividing it by the older value. Maybe it is correct, 22%. I guess that's right. I mean, it's gone up a whole $111, so yes, that looks correct. I was second guessing myself. Anyway, so on to conditional formatting. So we want to see if the change is greater than 0 and we have money greater than 0. So these two areas here, we're going to select them and right click conditional formatting, and we're going to go ahead and say if these are greater than or equal to 0, they're going to show up as green. So I'm going to go ahead and select the green. That's too dark. There we go. Nice light green. And then add another rule, and I'm going to say if it's less than or equal to 0, then it's going to show up as red. We're going to say done. So if I had originally paid $75 for the share, I would actually be down 18.45%, and I would be down $138.40. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing to our original cost for all of our shares and the current value for all of our shares. So I'm going to go ahead and select the current value of all of our shares and then add a new rule. And this time, instead of going, we're always going to be higher than 0. Unless your company flatlined and went bankrupt, you're always going to be higher than 0. So we're going to use a custom formula, and we're going to say that if it's equal to H5 is greater than G5. So if our current value is greater than our original value, then we're going to say that it is green and positive. Otherwise, we're going to create another rule. We're going to say if it's less than our original value, then it's going to be red. So let's go ahead and change this to 75 again. Yes, and everything would be negative. I'd be negative my original cost. Okay, next we want to see if our current price is greater or less than our original price. So same thing, highlight and go to conditional formatting and go to custom formula, and we're going to enter equals, and we're going to say that if our F5 is greater than our E5, which is if our current one is greater than our original one, then we're going to show up as nice and green. Otherwise, if it's less than our original, we're going to show up as crazy red. So if we increase our original cost to 75, we're going to have a lot of negatives here. We're going to have some red. It's going to stand out when we take a look at this. So all the areas are that we had edit here was the ticker symbol, the shares that we own, and the company name. So if we change this to, what's another technology stock, we're going to say ADP. It's going to automatically pull in the current price. I have 10 shares. I originally paid $75 for each share of ADP. It's now worth $101. My original cost for all the shares was $750, so it's $75 per share. I times it by 10, it's $750 for my original. My current value for all of my shares is $1,019.10. Percent difference is 35, almost 36%, and I've made almost $270 off that specific stock. So I'm going to go ahead and select these ones here, these four areas, the sector, ticker, shares, and original price per share. I'm going to change these to a nice light blue. Not the text. Text can stay black. I'm going to change the background to a blue. I'm going to change over here to a blue as well. And I'll show you here. So blue. And I'm going to go ahead and merge these. And merge these. I didn't mean to do the whole thing. There we go. So I'm going to make borders over here. I'm going to put in my instructions now. So, oh, I see. It's just one giant block because I merged it. Duh. Okay. So areas in blue. So edit only areas in blue, and do not edit, we'll say yellow and green. So this and this, we'll go ahead and turn this yellow. I'm going to make everything bold, makes it nice and easy to read. There we are. And yeah, there we go. So again, we could change this back to Activision Blizzard, so ATVI, and it's going to update everything. So if I paid $75, their current price is $61, I lost 18.45%, and I'm down $138. So now we can go ahead and select this entire row here and drag it down a few times, and we're going to have a bunch of the same things. So I'm going to go ahead and change my original to 50, whoops, 50, and I'm going to change this one to 90 and 105. Oh, I need to go negative. I need to go up. There we go, 45. I don't know what happened here. There we go. Okay, so areas we need to fix. Something went wrong here. Because I don't have, oh wait, here, something broke. Let's go back. There. I must have deleted a code in accident. Anyways, let's continue here. So we want to add up our original price per no, we don't. We want our original cost for all of our shares. So we'll go down here and we'll say original, we'll say total original cost, and over here we'll say current value, and over here we'll say total percent difference, or total percent difference, and total money gained. We'll just say total gain loss. I'm not worried about the percent total here. Total original cost, we need to take areas G5 through G12. So here we'll go equals G5 through G12. Then it show up correctly for me. So let's see what I have to do here. I'm going to just go can copy this real quick. You don't have to do this, but I wonder if I thought I put in a semicolon. So equals G5 to G12. Maybe I need them in parentheses. Oh, I need the sum. Sum. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to copy this, go here, copy it, go there, and there we go. So I'm going to highlight these and create these into borders, have, make them have borders. And I'm going to go ahead and just center everything. So Control A and center it all. That's not centered. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing with the conditional formatting. I'm not sure why these are green. Original cost. I'm going to go ahead and overlap those. There we go. Okay, so my original cost is its value doesn't matter. I don't have to adjust. I'm going to go ahead and make it in the yellow. Make these in the yellow here. I'm going to make them in the orange because those are just like my other. Now these ones here, I'm going to change them either red or green based on the original. So right click in there, conditional formatting, and if it's custom formula, so if H15 is greater than G15, then we're going to show up as green. Otherwise, if we're less than our original, we're going to show up as red. H15 and G15. That should be correct. This is G15. So this should be red. Oh, I didn't do the equals again. So equals, and this needs an equals. There we are. Now same thing with this one, add new apply. I wonder if I can just copy these conditions. It looks like it copied some condition. Wonder if I can copy conditions. No, it doesn't look like it. So right click, conditional formatting, and we're going to do custom formula, and we'll say equals J15 greater than, oh wait, we don't need to worry about that. Not that way. We'll go format cell if it's greater than or equal to 0. We're going to be green, so that's going to be our, we gain money. Otherwise, if it's less than 0, we're going to show red. I just want this for J15. I'm not sure why it took it all. Okay, something. I'm gonna start over on this one here. So add new rule, and it's already pulling in a color. Oh, so greater than or equal to 0, it's going to be green, and if it's less than 0, it's going to be red. There we go. Okay, so we have a lot of red on here, so let's say that we change these to green. Everything would go green. We would have made our original total cost would be $2,020. Our current value would be $4,892.80. our total gain would be $2,872.80. So there we go. All we need to do is go over here and change these symbols to whatever stocks we own, and then everything else will update to what we need them to be updated to, and then we just have to enter how many shares we own, the sector that it's part of. We don't want more than 2 or 3 per sector unless you have a lot of money. If you have more than, I'd say, $50,000 invested, you might want to do more than 15 just to kind of diversify yourself even more. But $1,000, I'd go $1,000, 2 stocks, $10,000, maybe 5 stocks, $20,000, probably 5 to 10 stocks, 25 to 50,000, about 15 stocks. So yeah, we'll go and start there. So this spreadsheet, if you followed along with me and you have any problems, the formulas will be in the description below if you want to create your own. Otherwise, I will have this shared in the description below. All you will need to do is go to File and make a copy, and you'll make a copy on your Google Drive. So this is stock portfolio example. And yeah, so this will be in the description below, and you guys can make adjustments. If you guys make adjustments, go ahead and let me know what you add or take away. That would be fun. So that is it for this video. Hopefully it wasn't too boring and long. Hopefully you learned something. And if you do use Robinhood, I think this will be really useful. So if you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for future financial videos. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.